Call Lo, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Shalom to the house of David, Bayav Dawadah, the Church of the Saints, the 144,000, and the 1/3 men, women, and children that part of the elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, who is the lost sheep of the house of Israel, who are you blacks, Latinos, and the Americans today, and to come back into the fold, and will be delivered in these last days. And Esau, the executioner, he's going to get knocked out because the spiritual yesterday was watching, me and the Aki was watching, Bernard Hopkins got knocked out yesterday, and he was he's basically a legend, man, you know, and he's like 51 years old, which 55 means power, you know, and he's known as the executioner. Now Esau's been the executioner for all these years, but the destroyer is coming to destroy him, which Bernard means brave and strong as a bear, right? Which are the Russians. The Russians are gonna the Russians are gonna destroy America. But the Most High, Yahweh, when he sends his son Yahweh Shai, when the Father Yahweh sends his son Yahweh Shai is gonna destroy the Russians. You know? And Hopkins means a Germanic warrior name. He's son of the Hob. So this thing is very spiritual, you know. And the guy that he fought that knocked him out, he's 27 years old. His name is Joe Smith, which Joe means ordinary man. You know, people see us, they be like, "Oh, those are just ordinary men in the corner." You know, the Lord uses the lowly to confound the world, man, to confound the wise, the nobodies. So we're just average Joes. And Smith's a worker in the metal hammering, and we're hammering these devils with the truth. And Joe Smith, even though he looks like an Edomite, he's an Israelite, man. They call him the Irish Bomber. Now, the Irish Bomber knocked out the executioner. That's Yahweh Shai, which Bernard Hopkins got a good record anyway. His record is 55 wins and 7 losses, which he should have never fought that fight anyway. We was talking earlier. He should have never fought that fight. His manager, she's showing you these people in the world don't give a shit about each other. If I was his manager, I would never let him take that fight. What else does he have to prove? Like his old trainer said. But this is spiritual, man, because you executioner, Esau, you gonna get knocked out. We at the time of you getting knocked out, man. You know, they're symbolically looking at it. Esau's gonna get knocked out. Ezekiel 20, the Lord gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. Well, the Father said he gonna knock you out. Ezekiel 25:7, behold, therefore I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and I will deliver thee for a spoil to the heathen, and I will cut off. He stretched out his hand. It's like Joe Smith stretched out his hand and knocked the executioner out the ring. That's what Yahweh Shai is coming to do. Joe Smith's name is the Irish Bomber, right? I will cut thee off from the people, and I will cause thee to perish out of thy countries, and I will destroy thee, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. The Lord's going to destroy you other heathens, man. That executed and oppressed Israel, man. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because that Moab and Seir do say, behold, the house of Judah is like unto the is like unto all the heathen. Therefore, behold, I will open the sight of Moab, that's the Chinese, from the cities which are on their frontiers in the glory of the country of Bashimion, Belimion, and Kirithium, and unto the men of the east with the Ammonites, the Japanese, and I will give them possession, that the Ammonites may not be remembered among the nations. We're going to fuck you Ammonites up too, you Japanese and you Chinese. We're going to kick your ass too. We concentrate so much on Esau, we forget about you other nations, man. And I will execute, right? The executioner, Bernard Hopkins, right? But the Lord's the real executioner. He's the destroyer. I'll shot at terrible demon-like power, and I will execute judgment upon Moab, the Chinese, and they shall know that I am the Lord. So here it is, Esau, you thinking you're the executioner. But guess what? Yahweh Shai is the ultimate executioners. In the house of David, we're the executioners, man. Thus saith the Lord God, Yahweh, because that Edom had dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and had greatly offended and revenged itself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and I will cut off a man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, save the Lord Yahweh. So the Most High going to raise us up to destroy your other nations, starting with you, Esau. You think you're the executioner? You're going to execute the concentration camps, the RFID chip? You're going to eliminate Israel, which you don't want to eliminate Israel anyway, but you're going to depopulate Israel, hardcore enslave them as before. No, the Lord's going to hardcore enslave you. We're going to play this clip.
And Rayfield suggested to Hopkins 2 possible opponents.
Big right hands out.
That's going to be you devils, man. The Lord's going to execute you heathens, man. Here's the executioner got knocked out the ring, man.
That's Smith. Dan Rayfield suggested as an opponent has just knocked Bernard Hopkins out of the ring. Out of the ring.
He should have 20 seconds to get back in. If he can get back in 20 seconds, he's not knocked out. I don't think he's aware of that.
And he's being assisted. He's being assisted by a lot of people at ringside. That should disqualify him.
He's out on his feet, though.
And it's over. It's over, and it's going to be a knockout victory for Joe Smith.
Yeah, Joe Smith, ordinary man. It's going to be a knockout victory for the House of David, man. 144,000 under our King Yahweh Shai. Joe said, we're ordinary men. The Lord deals with the ordinary men, the nobodies, the outsiders, the black sheep. The last shall be first, the first shall be last.
Bernard Hopkins got knocked out of the ring almost exactly as Joe Louis did against Rocky Marciano in his last fight.
Harold, I'm saying this is over. Is it over?
Jim, it should be over. If you get knocked out of the ring, you got 20 seconds to get back into the ring. Bernard Hopkins didn't do it. It should be over.
All night long, Joe Smith was flirting with landing something huge. And that time, he landed something huge.
And it's a huge win for Joe Smith. And it's still an extraordinary thing to see Bernard Hopkins push himself to beyond the limits of where anyone else has gone in terms of what he was able to achieve at a late age in his career. But there is an end
That's
point.
you devils, man. You at the end. You at the end of your society. You gonna get knocked out the ring, man. You gonna get knocked out of rulership, out the throne. Yahweh Shai gonna knock you out the throne. The King of Kings, the real champion. He gonna knock you out the throne. So you old, you wore out, man. That's it. Your time is up. Time for you to retire, man. Your rulership is that's it. That's it for your rulership, man.
The man to whom Hopkins is speaking there is supervising ring physician Dr. Paul Wallace. This is reminiscent of what happened when Hopkins last fought in Los Angeles against Chad Dawson and wound up exiting that fight with an injury, but at that point he was still in the ring. Look at what happened, Joe Smith. Here's another look at what happened. Joe Smith lands a left hook, another left hook, and then a big punch.
Was a big punch, Joe.
Knocked Hopkins through the ropes.
That one hurt it.
Yeah, the right hand was huge.
That one finished it. And that was a big punch through the ropes.
Which he should have never fought Joe Smith. But the Spirit of the Lord had him fight him, man. He should have never fought Joe Smith. He never got knocked out like that, man. That's spiritual, man. Psalms 149 and 5. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of God, Yahweh, be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. All right, we're going to bomb on you devils, Joe Smith. Which Joe means an ordinary man. Smith is a worker in metal, a hammerer. So this is we're ordinary men hammering this devil, this executioner with the truth, and he gonna get knocked out the ring. Let the high praise of Yahweh be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. We're gonna have a two-edged sword in our hand to execute. Now, mind you, Bernard Hopkins' name was what? The executioner. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. To bind